Okay, hey guys and girls. Right then, I've just been given this task by a friend to try and fix a Mitsubishi Pajero slash Shogun wing mirror. Now they have a common fault where they will only fold one way when you lock the car. They'll only fold in or out. I think it's when you lock the car anyway, I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't own the car, so I'm just fixing the problem with it. Right, what happens is that you push the button on your dashboard to try and fold your mirrors in, and they will fold in. And you press the button again to try and make it fold out, and it doesn't fold out, it just stays there. You have to fold it out manually, which is a pain in the ass. So, what I'm going to try and do here is try and repair it. I've already took the mirror to bits a little bit. Note that on this bit here there is actually 3 screws. One of the screws is hidden under the cable, so just make sure that you don't go yanking away at it and break something, because there's 3 screws that hold it in that way, and there's 1 screw there that holds it in on the side. So effectively you've got 4 screws holding it to the plate which bolts to the car. Right, I've already taken this bit out. This bit took me a while to figure out. Now the guy who I'm doing this for, he's going to laugh at this, because I thought you had to pull the glass off, but you don't. It's actually screwed on. There's a little hole there. You can see that. There's a little hole there. You put a cross head screwdriver in, and out pops a small screw, and the whole motor unit, which adjusts the glass, all pops off with it. Like this. Like that there. So the screw is in that bit here. So I'm casting shadows everywhere, so my lighting is not very good. Yeah, the screw's in that there. So you unscrew that and out it comes. Right, the next bit I've got to do is unscrew all this, which is probably going to be tight. Is it tight? Not really. It is going into plastic. I could do with a place to mount my camera. At least all the screws are almost the same. You've got the plastic screws and the screws that go into the metal. So I'm just going to unscrew all of these. Bear with me a second, guys, until I get the motor out. Okay, probably a good idea to wear gloves when you're doing this, as you get dirt on your fingers. Oh, the phone's going off naturally, just as you start recording. Bear with me a second again, guys. Okay, just my sister ringing up and asking if a friend could come around from school. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. So this plastic cover here has got to come off, I'm guessing. This is all guesswork. I've not yet looked online about how to take this apart or anything. So we've got a little plastic grabby thingy there that we've got to open up. One here, and another one on this side somewhere. I did see it, yeah, up there, near where the cable goes in. I'll just get a little flat blade screwdriver. This one looks good. And I'll just whip that plastic cover off. Okay, plastic cover removed. Well, I expected a bigger motor, to be fair, but I guess it's only got to pull the mirrors in and out. I see you've got diodes on it. And you get all your gearing systems. But the bit we're interested in is this bit here. It looks like a potentiometer. So I'm guessing it's on a slider, and when it slides around to the certain position, it cuts the power off to the motor, hence the park position of the mirror. And when it goes back the other way, it'll do the same. So I've somehow got to take all this to bits, which looks like it's going to be a barrel of laughs. Oh, I've got a screw there and a screw there, so if I undo those 2 screws, we'll see where that leads us. Let's try it. Okay, well that's removed the motor, and now I can see how it works. All the grease. It looks like it slides around here, and the whole motor's power runs through this potentiometer kind of thingy. It's not a potentiometer, it's like one. So I've got to try and squeeze these bits in here, plastic bits. So I'm not even looking at the camera, so I don't know how this is coming out. I've got to squeeze them little grabbers in there and try and pull this plate off, this white plate, from the blue plastic. And when I do that, I'm hoping it'll work. Oh yes, and I forgot to remove this. You literally, let me just put it back to how it was. You literally just get your screwdriver underneath there, I can do it with one hand. Twist the screwdriver a bit. I can't do it with one hand, but you get on the screwdriver under there and just prise it up slowly and do it all the way around until eventually you work it upwards off the shaft. Right, now that's off. The problem with these things is all been revealed. These little arms here, the little plastic moulds that hold them in place, snap off. And there you go, that's what it is. So if I can get to balance, show you. As soon as I put pressure on that, look, it lifts up. So they snap off. So what you can do, that one's okay on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to super glue it back on again with a bit of super glue. I could use hot glue, but I don't have the hot glue gun here at the moment. I don't know where it is. So sister's back home from school now. So I will give it a bit of super glue, clean it up a bit first, make sure there's no grease and oil or anything like that around there. And yeah, we'll see how it works. Right, as you can see there, I've put a little bit of cotton on there to increase the surface area of the glue, so to speak. So it's going a bit further up the sides and something for the glue to actually soak into. It should make it a bit more stronger, make it so it doesn't pull off. All I've got to do now is just wait for it to dry, and we'll stick it all back together again and see if it works. Yeah, 10 minutes later, super glue's still not dry. So much for the super. Okay guys and girls, should we give it a test run? I've got my trusty little power supply down there, only a small little thing for a external hard drive caddy, but it's enough. Right, to get power to this motor, it's the two brown wires. This was from originally a spare car. Sorry, a car. It was cut off from at the scrapyard, so it came with the car's original plug. Now it's quite interesting because this mirror actually supports heated mirrors, but the car it came off didn't have any of the wires to it. It had the wires to make it move in and out, and the tilt wires to make the glass, you know, tilt and go, yeah, so you can see where you're going, so to speak. But it didn't have the other two wires that put power to the heated mirrors. But yeah, if you've got the plug, it's two brown cables. Doesn't matter which way you put the voltage to it. If it doesn't work one way, put the voltage to it the other way, because it works just by swapping the polarity over. That's all it works by. But if you're doing it behind the plug, it is the orange and the green wires, as you can see there. It's them two wires there, orange and the green. The two black wires are for the heater, and the other wires are for your XY axis tilt to make the glass move. So let's just stick some power to this and see what it does. I'll put that in there. Use my chin to hold the camera. Does it work? No, not that way. I guess I've got it the wrong way around. Oh, there we go. It's sort of moved. If I can get a good connection on this thing. Come on, get good connection. As you can see, I'm not using a very good, what do you call it, plug thing here. Whoops, my bad. Let's try it on this one. There you go, it's just locked in the open position, I think that is. Don't know if you can see that very well, guys. Let's try it again the opposite way around. No, it's not going all the way for some reason. It's only going half the way. It should keep going. can't turn it around by hand. It's too slippery. Oh, it's just not moving it up onto the thing yet. So it opens up fine. To close it, it's just not doing it. It must be right on the edge of the track. More playing. Okay guys and girls, so the problem was, me being clever, I spilt some super glue onto the track and it was causing it not to make a contact. So now that the super glue is removed off the track, it should work. Yep, no problem at all, working perfectly now. All the way. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that, guys? Oh yeah, you can see that. I'm getting covered with grease. That's good enough for me. So it's about ready to be put all the clips back on again, find out where remember where all the screws went, and tell my good friend that his mirror is ready to be put back on his car. So yes, well this is a spare actually, so he's got his spare one working now. I think this was the original mirror that was on his car. So yeah. I also took the liberty of greasing up all the bearings as well, putting the grease that had all bunched up back onto the gearings and things, so it's all greased up. Right then, I'll stick it all back together again and we'll see it working proper. Right, putting it all back together again is the opposite of taking it apart. First of all, you get it all into position. You slide the motor unit all the way through here. Sister and her friend playing hide and seek. Sorry about that. You slide the motor through here and then bring it out through the bottom here. And then it's just 4 screws that hold it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, then it's the mirror glass goes on, which I will do next. That goes on here like this. It actually hooks on. It goes on there like that. Alright, like I say, putting the glass back in, it's on like hooks at the top, so you have to put it in and slide it down onto the hooks to latch it on, and then it is a screw through the hole there, and it screws into the bottom and it holds the mirror glass in place. The screws are all screwed in now, and the mount is and the backing plate is on. The plate that mounts to the car is on. Like I said, take note of where the screw is. It's behind this wire here. It's really hard to see. Pull the wire out of the way. And the screw is just underneath it there. You can just see it. And you've got 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, and don't forget to put all of your plastic weatherproofing caps on. Like I say, it's probably a good idea to wear gloves when you're doing this. I don't really care about getting my hands dirty at all. But it's just a thingy. Right, and then you've got to put this one on as well. I'll put that one on last. First of all, we'll try it and see if it works. So if the mirror comes forwards and sits flat, that means it's parked, and if it goes back out again, that means it's opened up. We shall try that now. Like I say, guys and girls, the random screams in the background are my sister and her friend. They're going mad, playing hide and seek of all things. Oh, to be young again. Let's see if this works. Perfect. So that's folded in. To fold it out, perfect. It works a treat. So there you have it, guys and girls. That is how to repair a Mitsubishi Pajero / Shogun wing mirror. I don't know if any other Mitsubishis have the same wing mirror. What I do know is they weigh a bloody ton. They're very heavy things. So yeah, that's how you can do it. I hope this has been informative for you, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys and girls. Peace out.